guys. We about to start the show in a minute. I appreciate y'all. Hey, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation Podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And yo, man, what's going on, guys and girls? How y'all feeling today, man? How are y'all feeling today? Oh boy. So guys, did anything special happen this weekend? The laugh didn't happen. I'll do it again. Did anything special happen this weekend? I'm just asking. I don't know. You know, how was y'all weekend? And any cool content or anything you guys saw? You know, let me know, man. What happened, man? This weekend was, my weekend was pretty eventful, I would say. It was a pretty eventful weekend, not too crazy, just, talking to, former CEOs of billion-dollar companies and whatnot, not too crazy, No, I'm kidding though. Yo, man, listen, this weekend was, what I tell y'all, man, I told y'all before, man, when it come to my word, man, I keep my word, man. I keep my word. Me and Barry, we keep our word, man. We would never put any type of information out there that wasn't true. I know some doubted us, man, but we definitely had Sean Layden on the show this past Saturday, and me and Barry, we made history. Shout out to my bro Barry, man. Like I said on Saturday, I wouldn't take this podcast journey with anyone else. Barry, that's my boy. And there was a lot of greatness there, man. It was a great show. If you've missed it, definitely go check it out. I'll link it in a second. Definitely go check out that show, that interview with me and Barry. We interviewed Sean Layden. It was a really great show. I listened to it. I listened to it last night, or yesterday, I should say. I listened to the whole thing. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I've listened to the show maybe about 3 times now. It really. It really was an amazing show, an amazing interview. It was an honor to sit down with him and actually be able to, talk and and get his perspective on things within the industry, both past, present, and a little bit of the future. You get what I'm saying, guys? So, the link is in the chat. If you guys missed that interview, definitely check that out later. And yeah, man, listen, I feel like really good, man. So today's show, man, it's a couple things, I want to talk about, stuff that happened, a little bit of stuff that happened last week, some stuff that had, some news and stuff that happened over the weekend. And I actually want to talk about something that happened today as well. I'm going to start there. But before I do anything, where are my manners? Can we, let me shout out everybody in the chat real quick, because where are my manners, right? Buck Rogers in the building. Buck Rogers, how are you feeling today, sir? I hope everything is good with you. It's me, baby 80. What is going on? Amazing. Great work, guys. No cap. Appreciate you. It's me. I really appreciate you. I don't know. I always just say, I try not to say guy or hey, he or she, because I don't know. It's me, baby. I don't know if you a he or she, so I don't want to be rude. But I appreciate you. Lorenzo, what is going on, man? Appreciate you, man. J Doggy in the building. Why did you let Grid come on your Twitter space? I didn't have no Twitter space. What you talking about? I didn't have no Twitter space. I haven't done a Twitter space in like 2 months. The last Twitter space I did was a Twitter space where it might have been a month, but the last Twitter space I did was a Twitter space where Barry was my co-host, and we were just talking about PlayStation kind of reneging on the whole upgrade path for Horizon Forbidden West. Twitter Spaces is not really my, those are like once in a while things for me, because Twitter Spaces don't really allow me to be as creative as I want. Like, I can't do the soundboard.
I have no experience.
I can't.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
I can't do the Mr. Gamer politician voice. I can't.
I can't really be creative how I want through Twitter Spaces. And I'll support other people's Twitter Spaces. Like, I listen to Code, Strict, whoever's doing Twitter Spaces. I'll always like support those and listen. But in terms of me doing something like that on a consecutive basis, that's just not my lane. That's not something I would want to do for me, right? And those are more once in a while thing. Like if it's some like monumental holy shit like moment, I'll definitely do a Twitter space, but that's a very occasional thing. So I leave that to everybody else. That's not really my lane. But Chris Righteous in the building. The Righteous one, the second best listener on YouTube. Chris, I appreciate you. Stula Glenn, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Gaming Night, what's going on with you? Martin DS, what's good, man? How you feeling today? Blackbeard in the building. Blackbeard, how you feeling, bro? Star Guardian 88, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Viper Reap in the building. Viper, what's good, bro? How you feeling today? Dark Queen Gaming, what is going on with you? I appreciate you. Iron Panther in the building. Yo, what's up, Persona? Iron Panther, how you feeling today, sir? Appreciate you. There go my boy Barry. Barry in the building, man. Round of applause to my bro Barry, man. The other half of Whoops. Barry, always appreciate you, brother. We knocked it out the park this weekend, brother, man. Appreciate you. C Fresh, man. 2180. What's good, C Fresh? Appreciate you, man. Link, my boy Link in the building. Link, how you feeling today, bro? How's everything with you? Plus Ultra in the building. Plus, what's going on with you? Blaze 4K. Oh shit. Blaze is in the building. Woo! We got another high profile guest stopping by the show today. Blaze, appreciate you coming through, sir. My boy Strictly Gaming, the Twitter Spaces pioneer. Listen, man, Strictly is most definitely the Lewis and Clark of Twitter Spaces. That's not up for debate, guys. Right? Respectfully, I respectfully disagree. If you have another rebuttal, that is not up for debate. Strictly is the Lewis and Clark of Twitter Spaces. He founded it. He brought the gaming community to Twitter Spaces. You understand? The gaming community didn't land on Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces landed on the gaming community. And brother Strictly brought us there. Amen. I get a hallelujah in the chat. Hey, Strick, man, appreciate you, brother. Carl Anchor in the building. Carl, how you feeling today, man? Let's go with you. Gaming Despair. For someone like me who has put 30,000+ hours in factions, I wish it was already released. Yeah, man, you know, listen, we definitely gonna talk about multiplayer, especially after this spaces that I just got out of with Sick. I mean, not Sick. With Code, Optimus Code. I want to touch on a couple things because it's very fresh in my mind, and I'm trying to keep my composure. So yeah, yo, Toolman 55, what's good with you, bro? In the trenches, appreciate you. Yo, Sam Ash in the building again. Congrats to you and Barry on a great interview with Sean Lennon. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you, bro. Always. Who else is here? Lorenzo Viper. Did I say what's up to anybody? MUI Tony, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Shaq Food 2. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, Shaq. Yo, Rafe the Emperor. Rafe, how you feeling today, man? Alpha, Omega. Why? What's good, Alpha? I appreciate you, bro. Yo, Foxing Around Austin, what's good, bro? Appreciate you, man. Yo, Vile Blood SB, what's good, Vile? I appreciate you coming through. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yo, Requiem of Demons, the best name on YouTube. Requiem, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Yo, Phillipson22, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Cooper Clips in the building. What's good, Cooper? Yo, SIE, what's going on, SIE? Appreciate you. Kelvin Smith in the building. Kelvin, how you feeling today, sir? Hope everything is good. Hope everything is okay. I hope you are happy and healthy out here. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and safe out here in these streets. It is wild out here in these gaming streets, so I hope you all are safe out here, and I wholeheartedly mean that 100%. Let me make sure I get everybody else. You know, I don't want to miss everybody. Yo, Omar in the building. Omar, the Twitter space god. Oh, wait. Yo, shout out to my boy Omar. Yo, listen, man. Omar, he finally started a show. He finally started his show, man. A podcast. Omar Shihab. Hold on, let me. So my boy Omar, man, he finally started his own podcast and his own YouTube channel. You know, I'm really happy for my boy Omar. So he does a show called Gaming Slayer every Saturday. I think it's around 6 o'clock. Omar, correct me if I'm wrong. Omar's channel. You know, it's my boy Omar, man. I'm always gonna support my boy Omar. So he started a show called Game Slayer Podcast, right? Where it's him, Rafe the Emperor, Innate. Then he got some. Yo, listen, my boy Omar smart, man. Listen, my boy Omar. Listen, Omar know what he doing, man, because he got some ladies on this show too. So it ain't a sausage fest. You understand? Able to get the ladies of the gaming community's perspective. You know, he got Kaylee. He got Morgan. He got Stone. You feel me? He got yo, my man Omar knew what he was doing. He's like, yo, listen, I'm starting a new show. I gotta make sure I get the foot traffic. You feel me? I gotta get some cute, you know, some cute ladies on the show. You know, I gotta get the ladies, bro. You know, it's a party. Gotta get the ladies. So, you know, my boy Omar, he got, you know, he got a good, my man, yo, listen, shout out to my boy Omar. He know what he doing. Yo, Omar act like he don't know what he doing. My mans know what he doing. He getting both sides, man. He getting the male perspective and the female perspective. You understand? Within the gaming community, he getting real high-profile people. You know, in terms of the ladies in the gaming community. You understand? He's trying to get that foot traffic. That boy Omar trying to get that foot traffic. You feel me? Shout out to Omar, brother. I appreciate you, brother. That boy said, "Hey, man, I'm trying to get all the subs, man. I'm trying to be the next popping YouTube channel out here, man. I gotta get them all." So shout out to Omar, man. You know, that's good stuff, brother. Shout out to your show. Shout out to your panel. I watched both episodes, really cool episodes, man. Definitely check them out, man. You know, and if you enjoy the content, definitely give it a subscribe. You know, he's up and coming, man. You know, so help out my boy Omar, right? Okay. So I got the shout outs. Round of applause for the folks. You know, round of applause, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Wolf Flow, everybody. If I missed anybody, shout out to all of you, man. Appreciate you guys. All right, I want to start off by saying this, man, because I put out on Twitter. All right, so let me start by saying this. The way people run their mouth on Twitter, it's crazy, man. Yo, it really is crazy, bruh. Yo, listen, if we cracking jokes about, we all talk shit, bro, right? Like, if I'm like, oh yeah, you trash at this game, or oh, you trash at this, whatever. It's all funny games. I'm always going to talk shit in that regard. You feel me? But then, when we start, every time I start a podcast, the goddamn ambulance want to always pass by. Jesus Christ. We always, I always talk my shit, when it comes to gaming, right? Me and Barry, we talk shit all the time. Me and Dre, me and Chuck, Strick, whoever, Chris, right? I'll talk shit with the fellas, right? In the community, right? When it comes to gaming. When it gets outside of that, bruh, I always have to get off. I have to not get off as in sign out, but I kind of deviate to the side. Oh, okay, I kind of move parallel because it's talking about people's moms or talking about somebody's appearance and shit like that. Listen, that ain't my steez. That ain't my lane. That ain't something that I do. Listen, I could crack jokes. You get what I'm saying? If motherfuckers want to go jokes for jokes and start cutting ass, that's the New York way of roasting. I can hang with the best of them. But that's not really something that I do. But unfortunately, within social media and the internet, it has given a lot of people hard. Yo, Mr. Go Try Hard Gato Chia, what's up? It has given a lot of people hard, right? To say whatever they want to say without any type of fear of repercussions, right? Because it's the internet, right? You can't, but in their mind, it's you can't find me because this is a fake account or a soccer account or whatever, or I'm thousands of miles away, so you can't reach me or whatever the case may be. So a lot of people feel emboldened to really run off at the mouth. And for me, I've told you guys this before, or I might have said this in a Spaces or something. I know I've said it on a podcast before, but how I grew up, I never grew up like that, cause see, shit like that would get you punched in the face. Where I grew up, running off at the mouth like that would get you punched in the face. It would get you punched in the face. You would have a broken jaw. And when it comes to gaming, right? I always think, when it comes to gaming, how a person because here's the problem with the gaming community. This is something that I've noticed as of late, right? Is with the gaming community, you have a lot of people within this space. Yo, Jedi Johnny 5, what's good? Slink, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. You have a lot of people within the gaming community space try to shun people who play games. So for example, I was in a Twitter space over the weekend. I was listening. Cyber Dragon was hosting that space. Shout out to my boy Cyber Dragon. And it was about trophies and achievements and things like that. And somebody came in and was trying to say, I forgot who it was too, actually, but someone came in and was trying to say, oh well, I don't got time. I don't got time to play all these games and get all these trophies because I got a family, I got this, and trying to dismiss those who do that, or try to say, oh well, I don't know what you guys are doing, that you didn't know these trophies, you guys need to move on. I too often I see a lot of people within this community try to shut in the gaming community, right? For this to be a gaming community, it is so fucking dysfunctional. It's the worst table at a wedding, right? It's like going to the family reunion after not seeing each other for fucking 10 years, and it's just dysfunctional as fuck, right? But when it comes to how people kind of view people who game a little bit more hardcore than others. These people tend to get shunned, right? Because it's like, oh, well, you know, you playing this game and you put that many hours. Wow, damn, you must not have a life, or you must not have this, you must not have that. And I'm like, bro, how the fuck are you in the gaming community shunning people for gaming? That stuff is ass backwards to me, bro. It's like it's like people are in this community trying to come off as being cooler than someone else. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, you understand that we all are in the same hobby? This hobby is nerdy as fuck, right? This ain't like some cool jock hobby, bro. This, like, you're playing video games, my man. I don't care what type of game it is. It could be with a gun, without a gun, some anime shit, whatever the game is. The fact is that you're playing video games. It's nerdy as fuck. And you're in a gaming community trying to come off as being this cool, I'm cool, too cool for this and too cool for that. And I'm like, bro, you're in a gaming community, bro. People are playing games. If someone's idea of a fun Saturday night is to get online with their boys or with their clan or whatever and play some games or grind in an RPG or play some sports matches on stream or some shit like that, I don't understand how there are other people in this community who will look at that and say, oh, well, you know, you don't have a life, or you a loser, or you this and that. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, bro, are you a part of this community or not? Because people that's a part of this community don't talk like that. People who really care about gaming or respect gaming or whatever don't talk like that. Even if you're not gaming at that higher level, you don't really disrespect those people within that community, because we all are, theoretically, we all are a part of the same community. But oftentimes I keep seeing in like these Twitter spaces, or I see online and stuff like that, people trying to shun people who are gaming. Saying, oh, well, I ain't got time for that because, you know, I got my girlfriend and I got my kids and I got to do this and I got to do that. And, well, you know, I got a job. And I'm like, bro, plenty of people out here that got jobs. Plenty of people out here with wives and kids. And, you know, one of the best ones that I always love to hear, and this is the one that, like, ever since I was young, right? I always used to wonder, I swear to God, I can't lie when I say this. And if you guys got people in, you know, if you got kids in the room, you might want to, this is not a kid-friendly conversation I'm about to have. I've always used to wonder why other men worried what men did in their private time. So what do I mean by that? You ever, like, someone that worries about who you fucking, I'll just be blunt. Someone who's worried about who you fucking. Oh, well, you not getting no pussy. You not getting it. It's like, bro, why are you worried about where I stick my thingy? Why would someone worry? Why would another man worry? Ever since I was young, I've always used to wonder, why do you care or worry about where another man does with his private area? Like that's so weird. But in the gaming community, you got people who do that. And I'm like, brother man. Shout out to Barry, brother man. You look a little, you look a little sus here, brother. You look a little sus here. Now listen, you might, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you look a little sus, just a little. But it's also like the fact that, like, some people in this community, they love to run their mouth about, like, real slick at the mouth. And I always say, like, yo, man, in my mind, I'm always thinking, like, yo, if this was like 2009, man, 2010, Jesus Christ, man, if this was like 2010, 2011, well, see, in today's society and in today's time, you have to be able to let things kind of roll off, because being on the internet, being in social media, you're going to run into a lot of people who are going to run off at the mouth. You'll get on the sticks. What's up? We're gonna run off at the mouth. We're gonna say wild, disrespectful shit to you. And unfortunately, you gotta let it just roll off. Gotta let it roll off, because if you don't let it roll off, it's gonna eat at you and it's gonna bug you and it's gonna piss you off. And you know, one thing you don't ever want to do is allow somebody else to get you out of character, or someone else to fuck with your mood or something like that, right? You never want to do that, because the moment you do that, you give them, it means they won. But see, in my mind, I tell you guys, I'm not a nice guy, right? I'm respectful. I'm not a nice guy. I would never say, guys, I'm a nice guy. I'm peaceful. I'm this. I'm that. Listen, guys, I'm not. I would never lie to you. Right? I'm not a nice guy. I try to be a nice person, but I'm not always a nice person. I'm not a nice guy. So, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, man, if we was in if we was in person, things would never be like this. And that's the part of the, yo, Dre, what's good? That's the part of the gaming community or this internet shit that, like, I guess I'll never understand, or I'll never understand it. I'm lying. I do understand it, but I'll never accept it, because it's like, bruh, when I say a lot, I'm talking like 85% of the people who talk wild crazy on the internet ain't about that in real life, man. And it's so crazy, because it's just like, how many World Star videos have you seen of people running up on people that was fucking with them on the internet, and they get their ass whooped because they really pussy in real life? Oh man. You know, so like that, you know, anyway, I'm sorry guys, I was just rambling for a second. So what I was, okay. So I was in the spaces with Code. You know, Cole was talking about some stuff with Hard 8, and then the conversation kind of shifted to multiplayer games, right? And you know, I don't know how the conversation even got there. Yo, Jemiah, what's good, bro? I don't even know how the conversation got to multiplayer games. Like, I really don't. But I'm listening. I was working or whatever. You know, I was typing up an email, and I was listening, and like, I just hear this one dude. There's this one dude that was kind of just like, yeah, man, you know, PlayStation, yo, Guapzilla, what's good, bro? Yo, happy birthday to Guapzilla, by the way, man. Yo, happy birthday to Guapzilla, man. Guapzilla's, today is his birthday, man. So chat, man, y'all help me wish Guapzilla a happy birthday, man. Throw some happy birthdays in the chat for Guap. Yo, Guap, man, appreciate you, bro, man. Wish you many more birthdays, man. Stay blessed, man. Appreciate you. So, you know, when it comes to when it comes to like multiplayer games and things like that, you know, this guy, his name was Prenup something, some weirdo shit, like, you know, some real loser shit, man. Cause like, and I told y'all before, man, like how I grew up, man, like bragging about what you got, you know, bragging about your thing and all that. That's just never been how I am. And most of the time, people who brag like that really ain't got it like that. You feel me? Cause you know, real G's move in silence. You understand? Niggas, you know, folks that's really out here doing the do. You know, like the richest people in the world ain't rappers. You feel me? The richest people in the world you don't see on TV. The richest people in the world, the people who truly run the world and really got that real bread and shit like that, you don't see them on TV. You don't see them in front of the cameras all the time, right? You're not seeing the true rich people. Now you'll see some billionaires like, you know, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos and shit like that, sure. But a lot of those really rich motherfuckers, nah, bro, you're not gonna see them on TV. You're not gonna see them in pictures and all this shit. You know, you're gonna see they gonna look regular, bro. They're not gonna be iced out. No, they gonna look regular. They gonna look like a regular ass motherfucker walking down the street in some regular ass pants and some regular ass pants, some basic ass shoes and all that. But all that he got on costs more than everything it costs more than your car, what he got on. But it looked regular. Like, so real G's move in silence, right? And yo, Social Joint, you fucking up fabulous bars. My fault. So he was talking about, oh yeah, you know, multiplayer games, right? You know, multiplayer, we need more multiplayer games out here. PlayStation need more multiplayer games, man. I'm disappointed. PlayStation's gotta have it, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is this dude talking about, bro? Let me get these super chats real quick. Yo, Viper, appreciate you for the 199. Says, in my stone cold voice, can I get a hell yeah? Oh yeah, appreciate you, Viper. And then Hatsuma, appreciate you, $2 super chat. Yo, sup, man? I wish VGC actually cited you guys etiquette. I mean, you know, I'm gonna talk about that as well, because I know a couple people was mentioning that over the weekend. I'm gonna touch on that as well. It's a couple of things I want to touch on, but since this whole cold spaces is very fresh in my mind, I want to start here. So, you know, he's complaining, oh, you know, PlayStation needs more multiplayer games, and PlayStation needs this, and oh yeah, you know, PlayStation's gotta have that, and you know, I'm just like, I'm looking over at Xbox and I see Halo Infinite, and I'm like, well, where's my multiplayer games on PlayStation? I don't have an Xbox, I can't get an Xbox, but where's my PlayStation games? And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this bullshit, and I'm like, hey, yo, bro, what the fuck what are you talking about, bro? What? Like, I'm sitting there like, what? So, you know me, y'all know me. I request to speak. I'm like, bro, what the fuck what are you talking about? So then I asked them, what multiplayer games are you playing right now? Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, blah, 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 a bunch of other shit he named. I wasn't, you know, I don't remember all of it. But, you know, the ones that stood out was Apex and Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm like, all right, what's the problem? You know, like, I'm sitting there like, all right, what is the problem? And he goes, well, you know, PlayStation ain't releasing no new multiplayer games and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, you play Ghost of Tsushima? Or he was like, no, he was like, PlayStation ain't got no multiplayer games. I'm like, hello, Uncharted, Last of Us, you know, Ghost of Tsushima. Demons, somebody said, I think Strictly said Demon Souls. I said Sackboy Big Adventure, Destruction All, you know, Destruction All. There's a ton of shit out there. Oh, that's old, you know, Uncharted, that's old. I played that already, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, the point of multiplayer games is replayability. You playing it, if you still, are you playing it? No, I ain't playing that. So then what the fuck? You're not even playing the shit that's already out. You playing Apex and all this other shit. Then I'm like, okay, well, what about Ghost of Tsushima? Oh, nah, that doesn't count, huh? Ghost of Tsushima has an entire multiplayer component, and they just updated the game last week with new content, new maps and shit like that. What are you talking about? Oh, nah, I mean real multiplayer game, not co-op. Co-op is multiplayer, sir. You know what multi means? See? Google, I need to talk to you, baby. Come on through. I want you to, definition of, because, you know, of multiplayer. Google, I need you to talk to me, baby. I'm trying. I need some help. Google.com. Multiplayer, Player.
Multiplayer.
Oh, hell no, bro. Where the lady at? Why the man say it like that, bro? I want the lady. Can I have the lady say it, please?
Multiplayer.
Oh my God. Miriam, do you got the lady talking? Let's see if Miriam got the lady. Get away, Miriam. Let me see.
Multiplayer.
Why they got these men robot voices saying that? I want the lady to talk to. Where the lady at? Miriam? Google, where the lady? I want the lady.
Multiplayer.
That man sounds so serious. What the hell? Anyway. All right, so that man sounds too angry. Why you so angry, brother? Denoting or relating to a game designed for involving. So, okay, multiplayer. What's the definition of a multiplayer? So, adjective means denoting or relating to a video game designed for or involving several players. That's it. Meaning more than one player. Multi means more than one. Honestly, more than two, because couple. But anyway, Multi means more than one. So, a co-op is a multiplayer experience because it requires more than one person to be played, or or can include more than one person. So it's a multiplayer co-op experience, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The fact of the matter is, it's a multiplayer. Anyway, and I just wanted to get that history lesson out the way. And so, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, bro, Last of Us, not Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima is a multiplayer. It's got the survival mode, it's got the co-op story, it's got a raid, right? And it's got the new Rivals mode that just came out. What are we talking about here? Oh, well, that's not what I mean. I want stuff like Halo. They got Halo, man. No one checking for Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, bro, you keep adding stipulations. First you said they don't got no multiplayer experiences. We list them out. You're not happy with that. Then you say, oh, well, they need newer multiplayer experiences. I list out Ghost of Tsushima, which is only a year old. And you put stipulations on that. Then I list out GT7 and you put stipulations. Oh, well, no, I need stuff with guns. I'm like, okay, so and Barry came in and was like, yo, so it sounds like he wants something with guns, like something like Halo, which he never said that. If he would have said, yo, I want PlayStation to put out something like Halo, then that's different. Like, oh, okay, but still, that's your prerogative, cool. But to say that PlayStation doesn't have any multiplayer games or experiences, I'm sitting here like, bro, no, like, there's plenty of experiences out there. You just don't want to fucking play them. And whose fault is that? That's not PlayStation's fault or the gamer's fault. That's your fault for having shit taste. That's like, I'm being honest. That's your fault for having shitty taste. Fix your palate. Oh, well, just a bunch of bullshit, man. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, this is the problem with the community. This is part of the problem with the gaming community. Is that you got a lot of people with an opinion, but no one should really be listening to them. Can't articulate your fucking opinion. Strike one. What I say to you guys a couple weeks ago, just because everyone got an opinion don't mean that people need to listen to it. You understand? Spaces, I said to you guys before, Spaces has given everyone a voice. And I'll be honest, man, some of these voices sound stupid as fuck. I'm being honest. It sounds dumb as shit. The man ain't make no sense. That's why I even came into the space. I wasn't even gonna come into the space, pause. I'm like, but it was off topic. And I'm like, bruh, what are you talking about? WAP was getting at him. Strick was getting at him. Cole was getting at him. Because the man ain't make no sense. He was saying slick shit out his mouth. Because, that's how internet niggas, that's how trolls do, man. They say slick shit out the mouth. Talking about fucking my mom and all. I'm like, listen, bruh. Listen. First off, if you want to fuck a dead woman, you got problems. That's problems you need to go, fix, right? Just saying real slick shit out the mouth, man. And in my mind, I'm like, bruh, social media really has done two things. It has made men incapable of processing their feelings in the right way, so they lash out. They don't know how to handle feelings. And two, a lot of you motherfuckers running off at the mouth. All over gaming, trying to be funny, trying to be cool, trying to get a voice, trying to get clout. This dude named Prenup something. I ain't saying the end of his name because that shit kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some real weirdo shit. But Prenup something. So yeah, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, bruh, crazy. It's crazy, bruh. Crazy out here, man. Oh boy, man. And that's why I paused for a second, because when I was in the spaces, whoever was in the spaces, you see, I paused for a second because I was making a decision mentally. I was making a decision mentally. I had to let that let those sly comments roll off like a waterfall. You feel me? Oh man, I had to go. I had that TLC song playing in my head. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rhythm and the. Wait, I forgot the words. Hold up. Hold up, waterfalls. I want to see the lyrics real quick. Cause I fucked up. I forgot the words. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And I'm about to look at the words. I forgot. Oh yeah, stick to the rivers and the lakes. My fault. Oh yo. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes like you used to. Listen, man, don't judge me, man. I mess up, man. Everyone messes up, okay? Thank you. Shout out to Arcade, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Arcade. Yes, I messed up a little bit. Understand? I know y'all about to kill me in the chat like Persona. You sure you black? Yes, I'm black. Okay, relax. I messed up on the words. So yeah, you know, but yeah, like in terms of the whole multiplayer, here's the other thing about people begging for multiplayer. Yo, Dark Artemis, what's good, man? Here's Jeff B Gaming, what's good? G Junior, Logical, shout out everybody in the chat. Andre. Here's the thing about like people begging for multiplayer. A lot of these people suck. Yo, I'm being straight up with you, bro. A lot of these people suck at multiplayer games, and I'm talking the ones that's begging for these shooters and shit. They suck. I'm being honest, man. I'm trying to be very honest and be like, I wouldn't be your friendly neighborhood Persona if I wasn't honest with you. Right? A lot of these people begging suck. They don't post no gameplay. They KDs are 0.5, right? They don't stream. They don't show no gameplay, but they always tell me, I need shooters. They don't know how to play the objective. I need shooters. I want to play a new shooter. PlayStation's got to come out with something a little more aggressive, and they need to put more multiplayer games out, but they suck. They suck at the game. Or they don't post gameplay. They don't post clips. They don't post the KD. But then when you look at the KD or you look at the stats, they suck. So you want PlayStation to put, and listen, I'm the first one to say, man, I want factions, you know, all that, you know, I'm always gonna say, but you want PlayStation to put out another shooter in this oversaturated shooter market for you to continue to suck. Is that what people are telling me? Ladies and gentlemen, help me out. Am I off base here? Help me out in the chat. Am I off base here? Because it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy right now out here. Guys, it's crazy in these streets right now, guys. It's crazy. Let me know if I'm off base. Let me know if I'm off base. Please, ladies and gentlemen, you know you can freely disagree with me in the chats. Do I need do Craig need to tell me to shut the fuck up? Let me know. Let's tell Craig. Craig, tell me to shut the fuck up.
Persona, shut the fuck up.
I know Craig. I know Craig. I know Craig. I know. One more time, Craig, just cuz.
Persona, shut the fuck up.
I know, Craig. I know, brother. I know. I'm talking too much, Craig. I'm talking too much. I know. I'm making too much sense out here, Craig. I'm making too much sense. Yo, Chuck was but Chuck, here's the thing. You good at fighters, man, right? Because fighters are multiplayer games too. A lot of people don't play fighters because they suck. I'm kidding about that, but a lot of people don't play fighters because they don't like them or they don't want to take the time to learn or whatever the case may be. All right, fine, but there's plenty of multiplayer games out here. Melty Blood just came out last week. That's multiplayer. Go play it. It's a fighting game. Oh, well, I don't like fighters. Oh, well, get a better palette. Get a better palette. Whose fault is that? That's not my fault. That's no one's fault here. Go get a better palette. There's baseball games, there's sports games, there's shooters, there's all types of multiplayer games out here. You just want to play FPSs, fine. Go play them. So yeah, shout out to Code, man. He did a good Spaces up until that point where it really just went off the rails because, you know, he was saying wild, disrespectful shit to Guap and everyone. And I'm like, listen, man. And see, Code, shout out to Code. Code is a very tolerant person. He's much better than me, to be honest with you. He's miles better than me. If you come in with that bullshit, you're not even going, your opinion not even getting put out there. You getting kicked the fuck out. But that's me though. That's me. You know, you coming in on that wild disrespectful shit. You're not even gonna talk. But that's why I don't do spaces. So yeah, there's that. So listen, I want to mention something. Shout out to everyone in the community real quick, man. I really want to shout everybody out because I know a lot of people were like, hey, yo, so Persona, Ari, why they not, who started this? Shout out to King Thrash. King Thrash is the one who started this. I think it was Saturday night or something like that. And he was like, why ain't none of the gaming publications picking up this interview that Ari and Persona did with Sean Layden? Why is that not happening? Where is that at? Where's all the publications? Da-da-da. And then shout out to Dre. And a lot of people was agreeing with Thrash and kind of like, I know, shout out to Black Frost. He had added IGN and all these other, a lot of people in the community was really rallying behind us with me and Bari with the publications. Like, yo, where's y'all that coverage at, man? Why ain't y'all doing coverage and all this? I'm just like, yo, listen. For me, it is what it is, right? I think just for yo, Jesus, what's up? I think for me, and you know, Barry will probably most likely speak on this at some point. You're an idiot. Name games with multiplayer modes, not multiplayer centric games. Nigga name games with Ayo Love. Yo, this nigga got like some real sus ass names. Ayo Ballad. Yo, come through to the Discord. Let's have that conversation. Cause I think that's that prenup nigga anyway. Your tongue still fat. Hey yo, what? Hey yo, Ballad, come through to the Discord. Hey wait, Dark Queen, don't hide him yet, bro. Hold up, don't hide him. Hey yo, hold up. I want him to come through to the Discord. Unhide him. Let me unhide this fool real quick. Oh man, I want him to come through to the Discord. Hold up, come through to the Discord, bro. Cancel. Dismiss. Hold on. Copy. Hold up. I want him to come through to the Discord. Hold up. Let me unhide him real quick. Because I think that's that prenup dude. I want him to come through to the Discord. Hold up. I want to have that conversation. Let me go to the settings real quick. Hold up. I know he's still here too. Hold up. Advanced settings, features, no community. Here we go. Hidden users. Hold up. Let me, where this dude at? I want to unhide him real quick. Have him come through to the Discord real quick. I want him to come through to the Discord. Where he at? What's his name? Love what? Love, I can't find him. I can't find them. Hey, yo, bro, come through to this Discord, man. Come through to this Discord. I want to have this conversation with you. Okay. I want to see if he's going to come through to the Discord. That's the link right there. Come through to the Discord. I want to have that conversation. I can't find him in the hidden thing, though. Oh, he was unhidden. He's unhidden. Yo, at love, what's his name? At Ballad, come through. Love. Here we go. Come through to the Discord. Come through right now to the Discord. Let's have this conversation live. Everyone here, come through to the Discord. If you real about it, come through. Let's have a conversation. Let's go. Come through to the Discord. Let's have that conversation. That multiplayer conversation real quick. Real quick too. Why you worried that my tongue is fat? What kind of response is that? Like, yo, that's really weird. Like, why do you care if my tongue is fat or not? And you want me to die slow all over video games? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, y'all see it, man. Y'all see it in this community all over video games, bruh. What is going on here? He not gonna come through, man. Is he gonna come through? Yo, Jules, come through. Is that him? I don't know which one it is. Yo, Love Ballad. Man talking about my tongue, bro. That's crazy. I never heard no shit like that before. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, yo, Ballad, come through. Come through. I'm gonna give you 2 more seconds. I'm gonna give you another 60 seconds to come through. You're not gonna come through though. You don't want to have that conversation. Listen, it's just gonna be me and you. Ain't nobody else jumping into the conversation. It's just gonna be me and you. Come through, bruh. Man talking about my tongue fat. That's, yo, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ever heard a response like that before? I've never heard somebody say, my tongue fat or some shit. Your tongue is fat. Like, what? Hey, yo, that is weird as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. He not gonna come through, guys. He not gonna come through. He not gonna come through, man. He not gonna come through. I'm in the Discord. I'm waiting for him in the Discord. He not gonna come through though. He not gonna come through. Shame. It's a shame. I sent the link, bruh. At love. There go the link. There go the link, bro. I'm in the Discord waiting, man. I got 115 people here, man, waiting. We waiting on you to come through and have this conversation. Let's have this multiplayer conversation. Let's have this multiplayer conversation. Let's go. Come through. Now, see, if you don't come through, the chat gonna know. And they gonna be like, oh yeah, this dude is sus, and he's running from a debate. Come through. I got time today. Oh yeah, cut the cap.
Cut the cap.
Y'all already know.
Cut the cap.
Hello?
Hey yo, what up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This you that prenup nigga from Optimus Code Discord. I mean, Spaces,
definitely.
Yeah? All right,
Yes.
right. That's you. So you that love Ballad dude in the chat, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yes, I love it. I love it. All right, so talk that shit, man. Go ahead, get your as Code would say, get your bars off.
Nigga, you invited me. What's the question?
Get your bars off, nigga. Say, because you talking nice and fresh in the chat. I want you to say it live so that we can have it. So go ahead, say what you got to say. Say what you got to say.
Okay, bet. Y'all niggas are naming games that have multiplayer modes, not multiplayer centric games, where that's the main pool of the game. You brought up what, Genshin? What you name the 3 or 4 games you listed again?
Guap brought up Genshin Impact 1, 2. I said
what games did you bring up?
I said Ghost of Tsushima and GT7.
Stop right there. Okay. Ghost of Tsushima is not a game that people look to for a multiplayer experience. That is a single player centric game that has a multiplayer mode, a co-op mode. That is not a competitive multiplayer, okay? GT7 is not out. Maybe it was you or whoever. They was like, you naming games that ain't out even yet. Halo ain't out yet either.
Yeah, but
let me say this. Okay,
finish your thought. No, finish your thought.
All right, bet. With the GT7, I have been in this community for quite a while. Not many of you, this is Gran Turismo, right? GT7.
Mm-hmm.
Not many of you niggas are sitting here riding on the fucking track trying to see how best you can hit this corner at 3 minutes per second. Like, nigga, y'all are not about to sit here and compare GT7, a niche community, not even an arcade racer, a sim racer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Y'all niggas are not banging GT7 when it come out. When I say Halo and games like that, I'm not just saying first-person shooters because somebody said that. I'm not just saying third person live at whatever the fuck. I play, if you go to my profile, you see I've literally played most of the games that's released this year. What I'm saying is, when niggas think of PlayStation multiplayer, what do we think of? Killzone. We think of what? Resistance. We think of what else?
Last of Us, GT,
Last of Us.
Gran
We think of
Turismo,
Uncharted.
Okay, it's plenty. It's plenty.
Let's stop right there. Okay, now let's stop right there. You mentioned Uncharted and Last of Us. Those games are old. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying as a nigga in 2021, I'm not trying to play the same fucking game mode that's not being updated like that.
So
you can't even
what
get
you
in,
wanna-
hold on. You can't even get in a ranked game on Uncharted 4, my nigga. Like, come on, what are we doing?
So once again, the when you first got into the space, what you said was that PlayStation needs more multiplayer games. You looking at Halo and you kind of jealous because Halo.
Let me correct you. You're wrong. You're wrong already.
Okay, go ahead.
When I came in, I said, hey, I was messing with Code because Code is always talking about I'm the bishop of the goddamn congregation of PlayStation, whatever. I said, okay. I'm in the Discord with niggas playing video games damn near every night after homework. We on a PlayStation store damn near begging to find a new multiplayer game that we can all play or whatever. I said, what games? I only play on PlayStation. I've only ever really played on PlayStation.
Okay, but if you're jealous of Halo, why don't you got an Xbox? Why don't you
You
go
let me
buy an
finish?
Xbox and play that?
You
Well,
gonna-
no, you're gonna
you gonna let me
answer
finish?
my question though.
I was gonna answer your question. I was getting to it.
Go ahead. Okay. Go.
Okay. I came in saying, hey, for y'all to be the PlayStation, ponies, whatever. I know we joking and shit like that. What games are y'all really playing that's exclusive to PlayStation that either came out recently or that you're looking forward to?
You can't add those. See, let me stop you right there. You can't add.
That's what I started saying. That's what I started the conversation with.
That's why I came in, because I said you cannot add stipulations like that.
How is that a stipulation?
Because it's not look. You said that are out or looking forward to, right? Okay.
Yes, that's a genuine question.
Yes, and when I named Ghost of Tsushima, a game that's out, and Gran Turismo 7, a game that many people in this space are looking forward to, you dismiss both of those games as one, like you just said, Ghost of Tsushima isn't built around a multiplayer experience, and two, GT7, which you called a niche community and a niche racer. Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know what
in my circles.
Fuck your circles. We're talking in general. Because the circles that you talking about are anecdotal. We're talking as a whole.
Okay.
When it comes to GT7, that is not no niche racer. That's not a niche community, and that game is most definitely not some bullshit. That's
you gonna be playing it, right? You gonna be playing it, right?
I got to pre-order. Right? Of course, I got to pre-order.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you get some content, my guy.
I got Ghost of
Tsushima.
And I put on 100+ hours in Ghost of Tsushima, both single player and multiplayer. So what are we talking about here?
Can I ask a question?
I did the raid or
Do
not?
you? Okay, great. I bet you sucked a dick too. Guess what? I have a question.
Hey, bro,
You think that when people
now you in my space.
No, but I have a question.
Fuck out of here, boy. You out of your mind?
I have a question.
You see what I mean? The man is a fool. Worried about the crazy shit. Didn't want to say that wild shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna listen, what I tell y'all niggas, I'm not cold, bro. You're not gonna come into space and try to disrespect me like that in my space, bro. This is my space, and it ain't no fucking Twitter space. You get what I'm saying? The man saying the same stupid shit. The man is saying the same stupid shit he was saying in the fucking Twitter spaces. You feel me? The man said, name multiplayer games that are out and coming out that people are looking forward to. Ghost of Tsushima just released a brand new game mode 2 to 3 weeks ago that people are playing and excited about. They have a raid, they have a co-op story, they have a survival mode, and they have a multiplayer versus rival mode that people can play all packed in one. That is a multiplayer experience. It is an entire self-contained, standalone multiplayer experience that people are playing. Oh no, not that, because it wasn't built from the ground up for that. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, stupid? What are you talking about, stupid? Right? Then he says, name multiplayer games that PlayStation is releasing with in the future. I named Gran Turismo 7. The man said GT is niche. Are you stupid? The man said GT is niche. Ladies and gentlemen of this community, ladies and gentlemen of this gaming community, PlayStation Nation, help me. PlayStation Nation, help me. I need you to help me. GT niche? Ladies and gentlemen, help me. Gran Turismo 7 is niche? I didn't get that fucking memo. Gran Turismo 7 is niche? Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta help me. Somebody's gotta help me here. Somebody's gotta help me. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Absolutely not. Somebody's gotta help me here. GT7 is niche. That's what the man just said. Fuck out this server, nigga. GT. So I named a game that's out, multiplayer based, and I named a future game that's coming out in like 4 or 5 months. And the man still had stipulations. The same bullshit argument he was using in the spaces, he's using here. Oh, well, you know, my circle of, you know, here it is, guys. Oh, guys, if you see him writing in the chat, hide his ass. He's done. Oh, well, you know, guys, well, you know, with me and my circle of friends, you know, my circle of friends don't want to play Ghost of Tsushima. My circle of friends don't want to play GT7 because that's niche. Well, get a better circle of friends. Diversify. If I want to play GT, I hit up Court. If I want to play COD or some shooters, I hit up Dre or Bari or Link or somebody, right? If I want to play co-op, I can play Ghost of Tsushima with Omar, Bari, Court, whoever. Diversify your friend circle. That's not my fault. That's not PlayStation Nation's fault. That's not PlayStation's fault. That is your fault. Get better friends. Get a wider circle of friends. That's what you need. You need better friends. If I want to play a bad game like Battlefield, I can hit up Strictly. I can hit up Strictly if I want to play a bad game like Battlefield. Get a better circle of friends. Get a better circle of friends. That's not my fault. Who gives a fuck? No one cares about your anecdotal experience. What is coming out and what is out? Those were the 2 questions. I answered the questions and the dumbass added more stipulations. They didn't want to talk about SMD, you know, talk about inviting niggas to the general. You see what I mean, guys? You see what I mean about the internet? You see what I mean about social media and the internet? And how much it protects these types of people, man. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy out here. It's crazy. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. Listen, you're not gonna say that and think you're gonna sit in my space? You think you're gonna sit in my space with that bullshit? Think I'm gonna let that ride? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Nigga sound like he's 17 anyway. Like a little ass boy. Well, you know, my circle of friends. My circle of friends, we, you know, with my circle of friends, we don't want to play GT and Ghost of Tsushima. Oh well. Go where they're providing the experiences you want. You keep talking about Halo, but ain't got an Xbox. Go buy an Xbox and play Halo. Go buy it. It's clearly providing the experience that you want. Go buy the console. Well, you know, I ain't got an Xbox, but Halo looks so amazing. I'm so jealous of those. Who the fuck? Like, who talks like that? Yo, when Halo comes out, I'm gonna play it on my PC. That's it. How many times have people been asking for factions from and Naughty Dog say they're working on it, they're hiring people or whatever, and they got Fire Sprite and not Fire Sprite, they got Deviation with another multiplayer game, Crossfire, all this other shit. Help me. Help me. Yo, Iron Panther, appreciate you for the $2 super chat. He says he lost his mind. GT is far from niche. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Gran Turismo is an Olympic sport. Niche? Absolutely not. Yo, Strictly Gaming, appreciate you, brother. Said, nah, bruh, we gotta fight. I want the fair one. I'm tired of your shit with Battlefield slander. Yo, if I think the open beta come out this week, Strictly, we'll play it. We'll play it. I'm gonna download it. We'll play it. Jeez, you see, guys, crazy. Don't think, yo, Ballad, don't think you coming back in here, man. My snipers, the mods gonna get at you, guys. You can't talk that crazy shit in the chat. The mods not gonna let that ride, my brother. The mod's not gonna let that ride. So, the next time a mod see you type in the chat, you getting hidden on sight. Trust and believe. You getting hidden on sight, because the mods don't play that shit. We talking the best trained snipers in the world. The mods, bruh. The mods snipe you from a state away. You understand? Shout out to the mods of Game with Persona channel. I appreciate y'all. The mods are the best, man. I love y'all. All right. Back to what we were talking about. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, in terms of the whole articles and stuff like that, I do appreciate the community rallying behind us with that, man. I saw all the tweets, and I saw all of you get, me and Barry saw all of you reaching out to IGN and all these other places, like, yo, when y'all gonna do some articles on this? It made me really smile seeing a lot of that stuff, man. So I really appreciate a lot of y'all in the community that was doing that. There was definitely some articles today at the VGC video game charts. They did that, and then they did an article, and I know PlayStation Universe did it. Reset Era put a post up about it. Shout out to Dre though. Dre was like, "Yo, Reset Era, you post up the link and all that, but you don't give no credit to the interviewers." And I'm like, he's like, "What's up with that?" And I'm like, "Yo, man, listen." Hey, man, I don't know, man, but as long as we get traffic to the channel, I'm like, all right. But it was crazy. But I do appreciate y'all, definitely rallying and getting behind us with that. It means a lot, honestly, it does. Round of applause for y'all, man. Y'all some G's out here, man. Y'all some G's out here. Yo, who names themselves Zaddy? That shit, let me move on, brother. Yo, man, I'm about to take it back to high school days, start roasting niggas. Anyway, so I got a really good joke too, but I'm gonna let it slide. So another thing I want to talk about, man, that happened over the weekend is, we keep going back to this whole gamer tag thing, right? It keeps coming back, bro, where every time somebody gets asked their gamer tag, they feel attacked. They feel this, you're gatekeeping and all this crazy shit, bro. And for me, I laugh because I'm like, yo, bruh, it's like remember, like, as a kid when you had to go to like the dentist, or when you had to go get shots, and like you cried, I don't want the shot. You cried like a baby, all in the car and in the office, waiting in the waiting room. You crying, all this craziness. Then when you finally get the shot, it was nothing. It took 2 seconds. It didn't hurt, right? And you stop crying, you get a lollipop, and your mom or your dad be like, you see? Now, was that so bad? And you sitting there snuffing up snot bottles. No, it wasn't that bad at all. It didn't hurt at all, But all that crying in the car, kicking and screaming in the waiting room and all that for something that took 2 seconds, and it wasn't. That's what like a lot of these people who don't want to show their gamer tag, that's what they remind me of. They remind me of that, like babies kicking and screaming in a car, or kicking and screaming in the waiting room because they got to see the dentist or some shit, right? Because it's like, every time you ask somebody for their gamer tag, it's always a big, Broken Saint, what's good? Rollo, what's up? It always becomes this big spectacle of like, almost like Karens, right? Like, you ever notice that, like, when you see a Karen in the street, and like they don't want to get in trouble, or they want somebody to feel for them, they make this big scene of, oh my God. Oh, I feared for my life. Oh my God, it was just so crazy. You know, like they just like over exaggerating. You're like, damn, bro, like chick, shorty, it wasn't that crazy. Like, relax, right? So, when it comes to this whole gamer tag thing, right? One thing to keep in mind, because I put a post out over the weekend where I asked, or last week or sometime, where I asked, are you verifiable? I was in a spaces. I forgot what space it was, man. But you know, I'm listening and people don't want to give up their gamer tag, and I'm like, and so like I'm saying, listen, here's my thing. Here's my take on the whole gamer tag thing, giving up the gamer tag and all this crazy shit, right? When it comes to giving up your gamer tag or your PSN, Steam ID, or whatever the case may be, here's the thing that you have to keep in mind. And I've said this time and time again. When it comes to the whole gamer tag thing, it's not about platinums and trophies, and well, it's about the trophies, but it's more of a verification for people to confirm that you are actually playing games out here, bro. No one is checking for the platinums. No one is checking for all that stupid shit. People are checking to verify that you are actually practicing what you preach, because unfortunately within this gaming community, especially in the age of social media, in the age of clout chasing, and in the age of all this other crazy shit within this community, people have to be verified. Because if you're not willing to verify that you're actually gaming, why should anyone have to hear what you have to say? Why should anybody take your opinion seriously? Why should anybody respect what you have to say within this community? Because let's be honest, a lot of people want to be heard within this community. A lot of people want to be heard, want to be respected. They want the clout, they want the follows, they want all that within the community. But no one wants to actually put in the work to verify that they deserve to have that type of privilege. It's a privilege for someone to listen to what you have to say. Like, that's a great feeling, because it's like, damn, yo, like this person actually cares what I think. Like, yo, man, thank you. Like that, you know. But a lot of people look at that and they're like, yo, man, I want people to listen what I have to say. Oh, okay, so show that you actually playing games. Oh, I shouldn't have to do that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You do. I don't care what no one tells you. Oh, just know I be gaming. No, fuck all that. No, ain't no just know you be gaming nothing, man. Listen, in this community, it's too many frauds, it's too much fakes, it's too much bullshit going on within this community for anyone to take what people say or do at face value. Take or say what people do for their word. Because a lot of people break their word, a lot of people lie, a lot of people trying to get put on and trying to get clout and trying to get follows and all this so that they can monetize all the bullshit that they say and just keep it going with misinformation, with lies, with stupidity, with trolling and all this crazy stuff. So in the age of that, the verification of you showing that you're actually playing games, the verification of you showing that you actually are playing games, you're not posting no gameplay, you're not streaming no games, you're not posting no screenshots or nothing. When you're not showing that you're actually gaming, but want people to take what you say seriously, and you are not willing to verify that you are actually playing games, absolutely not. It's not happening. Not for me. I'm always gonna ask. Y'all know me. I'm always, and I say this to people. Well, why do you want my gamer tag? Why do you? People always say, when I always ask, what's your gamer tag, PSN or Steam ID? People always ask, well, why do you care? That doesn't matter. Me personally, I don't care. I don't. It's for the audience. Because I can sense, I pick up on the bullshit quick. That's why I asked for the gamer tag, because that bullshit meter, man, they start saying real generic shit about a game, or they start saying stuff about a game that don't make sense. My antennas go, you know, my spider sense go crazy. I'm like, hold on, I need some verification. What's your gamer tag? What's your PSN? What's your Steam ID? Oh, well, why does that matter? Because it's for the audience. It's for the audience. It's for the people. It's for the community. This is not just a verification for me, right? That's why I want people to understand. When people ask you for your gamer tag, it's not just so that you can verify to them. That's not what it is. It's not the asker. Well, let me not say for a lot of people. I'm going to speak for the people that I know, like Code, like Bari, you know, someone like that, Strictly or somebody, when they're asking for the PSN, they're not asking it for themselves. They're asking for the community. The verification is not for them. The verification is for the community, right? Because if you want to be able to speak within this community and have your words carry, if you want your words to mean something, if you want people to respect you, respect your opinions, respect what you have to say, you have to be verified. There is no getting around that, man. I'm sorry. You have to be verified. Because it's too much misinformation, too much lying. It's too much of that happening within this space to unfortunately have to take what people say at face value. And like I said, with what a lot of people say within this community, it be a lot of it don't line up. Like, all right, so for instance, what if I was to say, oh yeah, so you know, for let's say for Ratchet and Clank, right? Oh, you know, everyone's talking about Ratchet and Clank. Oh, well, you know, and somebody comes and say, yeah, man, it was crazy how, you know, Rivet died in Ratchet and Clank, huh? Everyone gonna turn and look like, what? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, you know, Rivet, she died in Ratchet and Clank. No, she didn't. She survived. She lives. What are you talking about? And then everyone's looking at that person like, did you really play the game? Yeah, I played the game. I beat the game. Oh, okay, show proof. Why I gotta show proof? I shouldn't have to show proof. You should just take what I say at my word. Nah, brother, show proof. Yo, Cole, what's good, bro? Yo, Cole, why ain't you a mod? Let me mod you up in here real quick. Show proof. Oh, well, I shouldn't have to show proof. You know, my word should be good enough. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because you already saying shit that's got the antennas going off. Got the sirens going off. Wee woo, wee woo. So are you verified? Are you verifiable? A lot of people aren't willing to be verifiable, but want what they say to be taken seriously. No. And it's not a gatekeeping thing, because like I said, platinums don't matter. It's just so people can see that you actually gaming. Are you gaming? Are you playing games? How do we know? Your Twitter doesn't show that you gaming. Your YouTube don't show that you playing games. How do we know? You won't give anybody your gamer tag. How do we know? It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. Is that my boy Alpha becoming a member? Joined the Warriors? Oh shit. I'm gonna let the sound play. Warriors, come out to play. Is it gonna play? It's taking hella long. Yo, they go hide them trophies, man. Or they don't, or they give you some. Oh well, you know, I had 3 accounts, so you know, I wasn't able to have all my trophies on one thing, because you know all my trophies are gone. And come on, bro. Yeah, well, you know, a lot of games I played at my friend's cousin's sister, brother's uncle's house. So, you know, I didn't really have my own account at the time. So, you know, a lot of the stuff you're not going to see on my friends list, on my trophies, because, well, you know, my friend's brother, cousin, sister's uncle's mom's dog was the one that let me play on their PlayStation. And then, come on, man. Cut the bullshit. Cut the cap. Cut the cap. Cut the cap. Listen, this is the thing, man, with a lot of people. Everyone wants to be an expert on everything. And really are masters of none. I don't know every single JRPG. I don't know every single game. I haven't played every single game. I got a backlog from here to China, right? There's still a ton of games that I need to go back to and finish and play. Listen, I have no shame in letting y'all know that. Y'all seen my trophies a million fucking times. Let me go to PlayStation.com real quick. Am I signed in? gonna sign me in? If you can't sign me in, I forgot my password. So like, I'll sign me in. Hey, it signed me in. Thank God, because I did not. I did not want to fucking deal with that. Yeah, for Persona. Hold up. Oh, nope, not that. I just want to see the trophies. I want to show me the trophies. Game library. It won't show me my trophies on here. Account, game library. Here we go. Played. Where? Oh no, that's the wish list. Hey, I'm trying to find my trophies. No cap, guys. No cap. No cap like the podcast. Support, shop. I can't find my trophies, man. Like I'm at PlayStation.com. But it won't show. Does it not show trophies anymore? That's crazy. Or maybe I'm in the wrong place. No cap like the podcast. I can't find it, but you guys get what I mean. No cap like the podcast. Shout out to No Cap Podcast. Sakuma TV. I said no cap like the podcast. I can't find it. Yeah, it won't let me through. Okay. I said no cap like the podcast. But yo, that's what I'm saying, man. Yo, when it comes to the trophies, or it's all about just playing games, man. That's all it's about. It's playing games. That's it. I got, like I said, I got a backlog from here to China, man. I'm sure a lot of us got a backlog. My backlog. You know, we all got a backlog, right? You know, and it's nothing wrong with that, right? It's playing games that I gotta get to and finish, playing games that I gotta play. But I'll be honest with you guys, I've been stuck on COD, man. I've been playing COD a lot lately. I still got a ton of other games I gotta finish. I gotta finish Kena. I gotta play Lost Judgment. I gotta get the Platinum and Fist. There's a ton of games that I gotta finish up. You know, I got fucking, you know, Melty Blood that I'm playing and working on that character and stuff. It's a ton of games. I'm playing COD right now. The games that I'm playing right now is Call of Duty, Cold War, Melty Blood. And I'm dibbling and dabbling in Kena slowly. Like I'm slow burning that, honestly. I could just like blow through it, pause. But I've been like really stuck on Melty Blood and COD for the past, like, you know, for the past 2 weeks or so. I know you playing games, man. People, and that's the problem, man. People are so afraid to just be honest. You want people to respect you in this community, but you don't want to be honest. No one wants to be fucking honest. Oh, you know, like if I like so for instance, you know, I haven't beaten Fist yet. If I'm in a conversation, like in a spaces or on a podcast, and you know, say Barry starts talking about Fist, or someone sick or whoever starts talking about Fist, I'm gonna be quiet. You know why? I haven't finished it. Or someone says, "Hey, yo, Persona, did you finish Fist?" Nah, not yet, man. I still gotta get back to it. People would respect you more if you were honest and upfront like that, as opposed to lying. People want respect, but they lie. Yeah, I played that. Oh, okay, what's your PSN? Oh, well, my dog ate my PSN. What? Why you lying for, man? You ain't gotta lie. There's a ton of games that I still gotta finish. All of us got a ton of games we still gotta finish. And that's okay. Guys, you don't need to have 100 platinums to be verified in this community. No, that's not it, man. You don't need 1 million trophies. People just want you to see that you actually gaming. I swear that's all it is, man. I don't understand why people run from that, man. so sad. It's so sad because it's something so simple. It's something so simple. Mr. Modern said, at Persona, what do you think of Melty Blood? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Modern. Melty Blood is a very, it's a tough game to like wrap my head around. Pause. It's very tough. It's a very tough game. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm using a fight stick, but it's just like, you know, there's a lot of moving parts with Melty Blood because it's semi auto combos, but it's also got this shield mechanic that acts as a roaming cancel, but it's not the same as a roaming cancel. And it almost acts as a parry sometimes as well, but you have to time it right. And the thing about roaming cancels is you can just press a button and it's a roaming cancel. The thing with the shield mechanic in Melty Blood is there's actually two variations of the shield, because there's the standing shield parry thing or whatever, but there's also the low shield parry, the low shield that you can mitigate an attack. So it's a game of rock, paper, scissors to see. You have to pretty much out anticipate your opponent when using the shield so that you can get the confirm and, you know, either, you know, a punish or whatever the case may be, you know, make it your turn. But because there's two variations of that, it is very, very difficult to kind of master at first. My problem with the shield mechanic is that, like, I'm anticipating wrong when I'm fighting opponents. So, like, again, because it's a standing shield and a low shield, someone can do a standing shield, but then they could go, so they can do standing medium into crouching heavy, right? You have to be able to anticipate that so that you can block the move. So you got to do standing shield and then start crouching right away and crouching shield. So the shield mechanic is very, very tough. And if you're going against an opponent that knows that shield mechanic really well, it's very easy to get mixed up, because once you have the shield up, the active frames is really long. So like you can, like, someone can kind of whiff punish you. So if you pop, so say you pop the shield up thinking someone's going to do like a wake up DP or something like that, and they don't, you're going to get fucked up. You're going to get punished, because when you stop pressing the button for the shield, you're pretty much open for like a quick 2 seconds. So you are going to get punished so bad. So you really got to be really strategic with the shield mechanic. But the buttons, you know, a lot of the characters have good buttons. I do like the buttons in Melty Blood. What's the word I'm looking for? The directional commands that you need to use for the buttons, they're also really good as well. Because it's not like, you know, there's some quarter circle moves and things like that. And granted, listen, I've only played with Seal, Mahiko, and Akiha. Those are the only three characters that I've really touched so far. But their buttons is kind of like, you know, the usual quarter circles. There's a lot of down or left or right directional pad buttons with two of the, you know, either light, heavy, mediums. That's how a lot of your moves come out as well. And the way you kind of recover, because there's like a dash forward and a backflip dedicated button that you can use to kind of get out of tough situations, and it's also your recovery button. So it's kind of, the game's got a lot of moving parts in this game, and it's a very, very tough game to learn. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really, really tough game to learn. But it's very rewarding. Like, I've got some basics down with Seal. Like, I got a nice mid-screen combo down, mid-screen to corner carry. My problem with Seal, or not even Seal, just Melty Blood in general, is that I need to get better at anticipating what the opponent's going to do when they wake up. Because like I said, in this game, it's much easier to do DPs in this game than in normal games. Because, you know, normal games, it's, you know, down, forward, down, forward, down, forward, and then, you know, one of the buttons. But in Melty Blood, you can just do like down, down. You could just do down, down, and then two, like, you know, A, B, right? So you could do two, A, B, and that's an EX DP on wake up. Like, so Seal has that where, like, I can do 2-2 B, 2-2 medium heavy together, and that's her DP. That's her DP. But that's also can be like a wake up. It's really weird. It's really crazy. So, like, you know, you'll have motherfuckers like wake up DPing like crazy in this game because it's so easy, but it's also very punishable. Obviously, DPs are very, very punishable in any fighting game, really. But yeah, I love Melty Blood though. It's really fun. I love learning fighting games is always fun to do. Playing around with the characters and stuff like that, seeing what works and what doesn't. So yeah, I love multiplayer. But yo, Brian Carter, man, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. He says, you got these dudes and they feelings. They mad and lying about these gaming. Shake my head. Keep the good work going, young man. I'm cheering for you. And Barry, take care. Yo, Brian Carter, I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Yo, man, he called me young man. Make me feel like I'm fucking 20 years old. Yo, Brian, I'm 30, bro. I'm old as fuck. I mean, you probably much, much older. Well, I don't want to assume that, but I'm old, man. I'm 30. I'm not young no more, man. I'm old as shit. I'm 30 years old, man. My best years are behind me. My best years, guys, my best years are behind me, man. I'm 30. I am 30 years old. Are you 39? Oh, see, you a grown ass, man. Yo, shout out to you, Brian Carter, man. 39, man. That's good. I can't wait till I make it there, man. 39. Damien said I'm young. Damien, you like 35? What you mean, bro? You only 5 years older than me. Hold up. Listen, it ain't my fault that my mom and dad weren't knocking boots as early as y'all moms and dads. That ain't my fault. Don't judge me. Try to come up. How the hell was I supposed to control when I was supposed to? You gotta talk to my mom and dad about that, man. Not me. I'm older than you, Carter. 36. How old is everybody in the chat? I'm curious. If you're old at 30, wait till you hit 40. Man, listen, I can't wait till I hit 40, man. I'm 41 today. Yo, J Gamer UK, you 41? Hey, a lot of birthdays today, man. Shout out to J Gamer, man. 41. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Daryl said he 40. Shout out to Daryl, 40. Yo, shout out to it's a lot of 40-year-olds out here. Let's go. I got a lot of older folks, man, that rock with your boy Persona, man. I love it. Broken Queen, she says she's 41. Shout out to Broken Queen. MMA said he 36. Eric is 37. Juan Sosa 25. Barry said he's 17. Bullshit, Barry. Barry like 50, bro. Don't believe him. He's 50. Shout out to Link 35. Don John is 30. How old is Don John? Don John is 28. Child of the Sea 32. Gamer Night 46. Yo, Broken Saint old as fuck. He definitely older. Broken Saint, I know Broken Saint was born in 1978. Yeah, that man was around with the Temptations. Shout out to Broken Saint, man. 34. Shout out to Omar. Omar, you 34? That's what's up, bro. Toolman 46. Lorenzo 35. Chris 34. The True Virgil 34. Stardust 27. Hey, shout out to y'all. Gamer, get on the sticks 34. Sam Ash 48. Hey, Sam Ash, your birthday this month too, man. Oops, I did the wrong sound. Hold up. Oh shit. No, not that one. There we go. Shout out to y'all at Persona. I'm not surprised most Sony fans are in their mid-30s and up. We got in the golden age of gaming and never left. That is a fact, man. That is a fact. A lot of people been with Sony since the very beginning, which I love, man. Broken Saint said he 19. Bullshit. All right, so yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yo, I love this, man. I got people of all ages rocking out with your boy, man. I really appreciate that, man. Y'all I love all y'all, man. It's me, baby. They 41. Wolf Mustang 44. Shout out to the older crowd. You know, where my millennials at though? Craig, talk to them, brother.
You're a millennial piece of shit.
Hey, where my millennials, man? Millennials. Barry knees crack when he walk. Yo, David. Hey, yo, David, shit. Oh shit. Yo, that man said Barry knees crack when he walk. Yo, that's funny. Yo, that is fucking funny. That's funny as hell, man. What else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Oh, yo, let's talk about this game trial stuff real quick with PlayStation. So, listen. One, PlayStation was doing game trials. This is not, that whole games trial thing is not new. PlayStation's been doing game trials for a long time because they were doing game trials through PS Now, where you get to trial the game. In the very, very beginning, they were doing game trials. Then I remember on PlayStation 3, or it might have been PS4, they had like certain game trials for PS Plus members only, where you can play games through like a trial or whatever. But so apparently PlayStation is bringing that back, where they're doing the game trials, and you know, it looks like this is going to be on a much grander scale, or they're going to try to make it on a much grander scale, right? Where, you know, you can download the game. Now, here's the thing that I've heard, like, from what I understand, when you download the game, that's when the time starts. So you got about 6 hours to play a game, but the time starts once you hit download. Now, listen, PlayStation, that's an L. Y'all gonna have to fix that, like ASAP, because a lot of people's internet ain't up to snuff to where, you know, they could download a 30 or 40 gig game in 20 to 30, you know, 20 minutes or whatever the case may be. So PlayStation, yeah, you definitely got to fix that. You definitely got to fix that. Like 100%, you need to fix that, right? But I think that when it comes to trials themselves, I do think it's a good thing. It's a good and a bad thing. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out, because I was talking about this in a Spaces. Just hear me out. Stick with me. I do think it's a good thing, community-wise, right? You know, PlayStation, you know, perception and things like that. I definitely think it's a good thing for them to, you know, have this trial, let people try games, because, you know, everybody want to try games and don't buy. You know how we are now in this society. You know, I want to be able to just try the game and then decide if I want to buy it. You know, no one's just buying games off the strength anymore. It's crazy. But okay, right? And so I think that's good, right? I do think the trials idea is good. But where I'm a bit worried is, you know, like I said before, when it comes to this whole trials thing, listen, man, we already got people in this community lying about playing games, man. Like, they lie about this and, oh yeah, I didn't play the game, but I watched the stream, and so I thought they're giving reviews on games they watched, bro, not even played, watched. Right? That's where we're at in this community, where there's a lot of fraudulent behavior of people that are not playing these games. They are watching streams, giving you their opinions on a game, not coming from a place of experience. So because we have all that running rampant through this goddamn community, Jesus Christ, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at trials where I'm like, it's kind of a good and a bad thing, because what the trials are going to do is, the trials are going to let people play the game for 6 hours, and then it's going to give further validity to their review. Well, you know, my review of Death Stranding after 6 hours of playing, through game trials. Like, what? Like, yo, but that's what this is. And it's like, bruh, you cannot be serious, bruh. So like, that's the whole side of it that I'm looking at, where it's going to, like, the fraudulent behavior within this community is just going to get even more rampant. Now, listen, I have no problems with people, you know, foot dipping, you know, playing a bunch of different games and trying things out. I don't think there's an issue with that, because in the days of demos way back when, you know, remember you used to get the demo disc in the PlayStation magazine or in the Nintendo, not Nintendo, but Game Informer magazine or whatever it can be. You get the demo disc where you know, play a bunch of different games. So being able to try games or play certain things and things like that, excuse me, that's not new, right? So, you know, we definitely don't want that to go away. You know, the you know, demos and trials and things like that, I do think those things are good for the community, because it does, you know, as much as we make fun, it does entice people to want to buy and play the full game. That stuff does work, because if it didn't work, companies wouldn't continue to do that stuff. You feel me? But at the same time, the other side of it, which, you know, I'm looking at it from more sort of fraudulent side of it, is a lot of people in this community and in this space, it's going to get rampant in these Twitter spaces, man. You're going to see people talking about, you know, my thoughts on you know, like for example, let's say that Horizon Forbidden West has a trial, like a 6-hour trial. Do you know how many people are gonna be in these Twitter spaces in on podcasts and stuff like that, giving their thoughts on an entire game based off 6 hours of play? My God, I'm not ready. I don't think any of us are ready for that, but that's coming down the pipeline. So, you know, you know, that's the side of it that I'm looking at it when I'm like, the floodgates are open at that point. At that point, it's all bets are off, right? But we'll see what happens, man. Like, you know, I think, like I said, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool addition to the community. Now, I see people talking about, you know, Game Pass killer. I don't know. The jury for me for that, I think the jury's still out a little bit. Now, it's free, so if it's free, you really can't beat free. But calling it a Game Pass killer, I don't know about that, man. I'm really gonna have to, like, I can't sign off on that. Just because you know, we really haven't seen it in its fully realized form. Right, and honestly, I don't think this is necessarily PlayStation's response to Game Pass, but I think this is them giving their players options within their ecosystem, right? Because, you know, PlayStation has PS Now, right? I would think PS Now would be what you would compare to Game Pass in terms of a head-to-head battle, right? And when you look at PS Now's got 900 games. It's both streaming and downloading, right? So it's a ton of different things from that. Speaking of which, I wanna touch on something that Shawn Layden had said in an interview. So Shawn Layden did an interview. Let me not do that. So, you know, in the interview that Shawn Layden did with us over the weekend, there was something that he said that I wanted to touch on today, right? Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. So it was from this channel called What's Up PlayStation Podcast. You guys ever heard of this channel before? You guys ever heard of this channel? What's Up PlayStation? I never heard of these guys. I mean, I've heard of them. I hear they have a good show. But man, they've only got 1,000. Wait, they only got 1,600 subscribers, and they got Shawn Layden on the show? What? Why would Shawn Layden come on a show like this? They've only got 1,600 subs. Why would he come on that show? Like, they don't have even 5,000 subs. Hold on, let me pop out the chat so I can see what y'all talking about. Why would he come on this show? Guys, can you help me? What's Up PlayStation? They only got 1,600 subs. Anyway, I'm only kidding. So on the show, the conversation of like service-based gaming and subscription-based services and stuff like that came up, and he said something that really resonated with me, because this was something that I always thought services could be used for anyway, right? But I want to bring up exactly what he says, because I don't want to make him I don't want to misquote him.
1 to 2, you know, by that time PlayStation 1 I think was going for $99 when PlayStation 2 came out.
Which one?
Really low price entry. 2 came out. The leap between 1 and 2 was
I'm trying to find it.
Gaming back then. If you guys look back on it, and maybe PlayStation 1 was before you were born, but the breadth of contents, even going to PlayStation 2, all the different kinds of games. I mean, I remember we were shipping in the licensing group probably 13 games a month at one point, just to keep getting content out there. Now, of course, back in those days, you actually did something called finishing a game, which we don't hear so much about anymore. But so you'd finish a game and get another game and keep going, get another game and finish it and get another game. So variety was really required to keep that flywheel spinning, to keep people engaged and involved. I think we're playing fewer discrete games now, but we're playing each game for longer. You know, my son's PlayStation is almost like a dedicated FIFA box. I don't think FIFA ever leaves the
I'm trying to find
rhythm is around doing a sequel or not. The review scores of the PlayStation began this sort of revolution of still staying with the exclusive angle in PS1. It was.
I'm trying to find the
first-party
quote.
content.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the quote because he said something. He said something about PS Now being the what they wanted PS Now to be was a way for them to preserve the past when it came to gaming, right? So I'm trying to find that specific quote.
Very shortly after my arrival, I had a group of people from the communications and third-party and marketing groups. But at PSX, it was PlayStation fans coming together to take care of all the rest that's incumbent of getting your game to market. So I think the acquisitions that my old company have been executing the last, you can't stop and smell the roses with what your latest product is. You're always building against that. So the PlayStation 5 development goes way back. The one area where my studios were more deeply involved with the creation of that platform was, to your point, Barry, it's about the DualSense controller. When you look at a platform like PlayStation, which I think is available in something like 175 countries around the world, when are all 175 countries going to be ready to make that leap?
Here we go. This is it here.
Right.
This is it here. Hold up. Okay. How many more generations? Here we go. This is it here. Do you think traditional console gaming has left?
You know, that's a super hard question. Number one, because no one knows the answer to that question.
Mm-hmm.
But as we talk about moving to a purely streaming model where instead of a console, all you need to have is an input-output device of some kind, whether that's a controller, whether it's a touchscreen phone. You know, can we remove the middle piece? Can we get the console out of the loop? I think eventually that's going to occur. Is that 5, 10, 15 years from now? I'm not sure. But you have to bear in mind, though, that whereas we can see the advent of a pure streaming solution living here in North America. I mean, we can already do it if you live in Stockholm or if you live in Seoul, right? Some of us here still have to struggle with the vagaries of our own ISP connection. But when you look at a platform like PlayStation, which I think is available in something like 175 countries around the world, when are all 175 countries going to be ready to make that leap? Right? When are you going to be able to make that leap in South America? When are you going to be able to make that leap in Eastern Europe or a number of places? I mean, there are places in America where you still can't get decent broadband, right? Or as someone said at one time about going to a completely online solution, they said, you know, what about the guys on base, men and women on base in Kuwait, where they have no internet, but they still want to game. So I think the future of having a dedicated console where you put client software on it, whether it's a download software, whether it's a disk software, I think that model is going to be around longer than people are talking about. Everyone's saying, oh, that's it. Console is going to be over. All going to just have the Netflix of gaming, whatever that is. And we're going to stream it to our homes. But then you're all prisoner to the abilities or disabilities of your ISP. And again, if you're in some countries where you just can't get decent broadband, and for everyone says, oh, but we're going to have 5G. Okay, I'll believe that when I see it. I'm still waiting for good 4G. So I don't know how that works.
There's still a lot of areas, even out here in New York, where he says something about streaming. He said, so essentially, I'm trying to find where he was talking about PlayStation Now, because something that he said about, something he said about PS Now was that PS Now was meant to be a service that, a service that can act as preservation for previous generations. So, you know, you'd be able to play your PS3 games or whatever on that service. That subscription-based model was meant to be, for PS Now, it was meant to be something along the lines of that. And the reason why that kind of resonated with me was because a couple of maybe like 3 months ago, right? It might have been at least 3 months or so, right? But I remember where there was a big fuss about there was a big fuss about people when PlayStation had put out that they were going to be removing the PlayStation 3 store and the PS Vita store, and that stuff was going away, and you know, a lot of that stuff, a lot of people were crying. Let me not say cry. A lot of people were upset at the fact that those stores were going away, and the excuse that they were using were game preservation, right? Sean, so you think it's closer to the end of the interview? It might be. I'm gonna look while I talk. So, you know, because he said, and so what I had said was, when that news had first came out, what I had said was, you know, preservation, when it comes to game preservation, that should really fall on the companies who are making those games, right? Now, obviously, when it comes to PlayStation's catalog, I do think that PlayStation should be responsible for their catalog of games and preserving those titles and making sure that those games continue to live on and blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. But I've always maintained the stance that when it comes to a game like that's being made by Ubisoft, EA, or whatever the case may be, it's up to that company to be the ones to do the legwork to preserve those games, and then come to PlayStation with whatever that solution is. So if the solution is to have some type of emulated version of that game be on a subscription service like PS Now, then that's at the responsibility of Ubisoft, Rockstar, or whoever to come to PlayStation with that solution, and PlayStation's PS Now would serve as the landing point for things like that, right? I've always maintained that stance since the beginning, and even now, when we were doing the interview with Sean Layden, I said, you know, well, he said, you know, with PS Now, the vision with PS Now was, they wanted it to be a way to preserve, you know, serve as a preservation or preserve those games within a service, right? So the service model was meant to be a way for old games to be a preservation step, or preserve old titles. I always thought that cool, because here's the thing: a lot of people that say, well, I have all these games, blah blah blah, if you got PS2 disc and things of that nature, chances are you have a PS2. And if you don't have a PS2, go buy one from eBay or whatever, right? But if you don't have the games, what preservation are you talking about? And I'm only speaking of the people who don't have those games. If you don't have those games in your possession, the preservation that you're speaking of isn't something that would fall on you. It is something that would fall on PlayStation. So PS Now would be your landing point for that, to be able to play PS3, PS4, and, you know, if they do PS1 or PS2, but do those games as well. That's where my vision and how I always looked at it with that. That's how I think that is how I think they were trying to build it out. And I think that essentially that is how it's going to be. Like, that is where, once PS Now is fully realized, because listen, the catalog is growing, it's not shrinking, right? That's the other thing that I think people need to understand with PlayStation Now. The catalog for PS Now has grown, right? Because I remember a couple years back, it was 800. Now it's 900 plus. So we're probably sitting at about 1,000 games in PS Now, both streaming and download, that you can play in its present form. That is the preservation that I think, realistically speaking, I think that is the preservation of the future. That type of service-based platform where you have everything in one place and you can just play it whenever. That is the future, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, guys. I'm not. Listen, that is where I think the future of preservation goes, because there is still a community of people that do want to have missed out on a lot of these old games, want to play these old games or whatever the case may be. So why not have a service subscription-based model like that caters to that audience of people, or caters to people to be able to play those games? I agree 100%. I agree 1,000,000% with that. But when we get to a day and date model of putting games day one into a service, that is where I sign off. And that goes for both PS Now and Game Pass. I remain adamant that when it comes to Game Pass, I do not think Xbox should be doing a day-to-day model when it comes to their games. This goes for both services. The same energy across the board, because again, like Sean Layden said in the interview, and like he has said in many of interviews, and like a lot of people within the community have said, I gave you the 1 hour and 15 mark of your interview is the PS Now talk. Oh, shout out to you, the Forgetful Gamer. I appreciate you, man. Round of applause for the Forgetful Gamer. Shout out to Forgetful Gamer. It's an hour and 15 minutes. All right, let's hour and 15 minutes. All right. Let me pop out the chat. All right.
Xbox that is deemed a dislike because we're a PlayStation centric podcast, right? But we gotta compare, right? So before I even get to the whole Game Pass side of things, I want to ask your thoughts on PlayStation Now. Like if you were still in charge, I know this is going to be a hard question too. If you were still in charge, would you put first party games there day and date? And
shout out to Bari, by the way. Like Bari is really great with his, Bari did a good job with his questions, man. Like shout out to my boy Bari.
The second part of this question is this: can you elaborate further on your claim about Game Pass needing like 500 million subscribers for it to be sustainable?
Okay, let's take the second question first.
Go right ahead.
Yes, there was an interview where I said if game development costs are going to reach $200 million to develop a game, then a subscription service would need something like 500 million subs in order to pay that out. I violated my first rule of public relations, which I learned 30 years ago, because that's where I started my career in Sony, is that if you put a number into a story, you better know exactly how that number pencils out. Yeah, and so maybe instead of 500 million, I should have said gargantuan. But nevertheless, I think shortly after that interview came out, there was another news story about Take-Two and Strauss Zelnick saying that he wouldn't put his titles day and date into subscription service because it can't cover the cost. So I feel if I'm on the same side of a financial argument with Strauss Zelnick, I feel like I'm in a good place. The thing about it is that I put on Twitter last week, which also caused people to think I was talking about Game Pass, but if they read the link, it was about Spotify.
Yeah, I remember
Spotify, which is the biggest thing in the world when it comes to streaming gaming. And even the people at Apple Music.
He meant, the reason why I corrected him too, because when he mentioned Spotify, he mentioned gaming, and I didn't want any type of that to be misconstrued, because I know he meant music, but he was such in the moment of answering that question. I just wanted you're gonna see, I corrected him like, oh, you mean Spotify for streaming music? He's like, oh, yes. So that's why I did that. Because I just wanted to make sure, because you know how people can be, oh, he said gaming, he don't know what he talk about. Spotify don't have games. That's why I did that. All right.
Just, have to admit that. Even Spotify has yet to turn a profit. It has continued to lose money every year.
You mean music, not gaming with Spotify, right?
No, not gaming with Spotify. Music. Music.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Because if you look at it, people pay.
Yo, good job, Pasoda.
And then that money gets pooled together, and the platform takes their, run rate fee off the top of that. Now you have a pool of money to distribute via royalties to people whose song gets played on that service based on how many times and for how long and for whatnot. And that ends up with these piles of nickels. And to pay back for the cost of recording a song is one thing, but to try to cover the cost of a $100 million game development based on percentages of subscription fees based over time of play against the model, it's super hard. You can't get to 150 million that way. Now, that's why all of the streaming platforms in film content as well, they pay up front. They pay a huge minimum guarantee to the big titles to entice them to come across to that. But still, it's almost impossible at the current run rate to make back your nut without some subsidy from the platform to help you get there. And so how long can a subsidized platform continue to be successful? Well, it really depends on how big the wallet is that sits behind that platform and what their patience is around that.
Let me stop right there. It's very important what he said right there, right? Because to say that it's important, to say it's about how important, how big that wallet is of who's backing the service, right? That's important because a lot of people like to use the notion of, oh well, Microsoft is $1 trillion company. They're worth $2 or $3 trillion or whatever. They got a big wallet, which is perfectly true, right? Google is also a $1 billion company with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, and they kicked Stadia down the road. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to Game Pass and that front net bill, this is something I said a long time ago of with Game Pass and the whole day and date model. Someone's going to pay somewhere. Someone's paying for it somewhere. Somewhere it's being paid for. Netflix just went up on the price of Netflix, I think about a month or two ago. So now you're paying about $19 a month for the 4K version of Netflix. So if you want 4K Ultra HD streaming and with the HDR and the bells and whistles, where let's be honest guys, a lot of us have these OLED 4K high C1, G1, A1, B1, all this crazy fucking 4K TVs with the bells and whistles, you're not going to skimp out when it comes to the content that you watch on it. So you best believe that people are going to pay that premium price of $19 for Netflix to get the 4K and get the streaming and all this other stuff. See, here's the thing about the gaming. When Charlene says the wallet, how big the wallet is that's backing the service and how long they want to continue. Again, Game Pass came out in 2017. We're now in 2021, and they're starting to really ramp up the amount of content that they're putting in there. Like we know Starfield's going to be in there. Every Bethesda game, they did the $7.5 billion purchase and all this other stuff. And Bethesda games, the Bethesda games are going to be in there day and date and all these other games, and everything's in there day and date. Someone's footing the bill somewhere. Whatever loss Microsoft is taking on that, it's going to be coming out of somewhere. It's coming out of somewhere. How long are they going to keep that up? But see, it's the next part. It's the next answer to the first question that Bari asked. It's that answer that really resonates with me the most. But let's continue.
I think still, under the current services, the platform itself, whether that be Game Pass or whether that be PlayStation Now, I think because of all the different inputs those businesses have towards overall financial stability for their business, I think there's a chance that those can turn at least neutral as far as the impact on the bottom line. But for an individual developer who's going to put down over $100 million into a project, absent a subsidy to bring it across onto a streaming service, you're going to need a lot of subscribers paying a lot of $9.99 a month to get enough nickels stacked up that somehow it reaches $100 million for you.
Yeah, I feel like,
that's just one game.
You would need that as well, but you also got to have the content to keep them there, so it can be a continuum, But yeah, I understand your point. And now, as far as when it comes to PlayStation Now, the current strategy, which personally I feel like they have the correct current strategy. But what's your take? Would you do something like a Game Pass as far as putting first party content there, Nate? I'm kind of gonna assume where you're gonna go to, but just still want to.
I'm sorry, I'm smiling because shout out to my brother Bari, man. Shout out to my bro Bari, man. Bari is always one thing about Bari, bro. It really don't matter who it is. He always gonna be himself, bro. And that is one trait about Bari that I respect to the high moons and back, bro. The man is always gonna be himself. The man is always gonna ask them questions. Hey, shout out to my boy Bari. The man said, I think I know your answer, but that boy Bari was cocky as fuck, boy.
Get down the record.
I think from my perspective, looking at the streaming platforms, and I think we'll find this to be true over time for even the video streaming platforms because there's so many of them now, and people are coalescing around a few of them, but still the money that they're throwing out there is incredible. Look, in the before times, before the pandemic, you had a standard business model of you shoot a movie, you put it in theaters, you have a 90-day to 120-day window before it goes into the next place, which is like hotels and airlines and their pay-per-view, and then it goes into a premium service like a Hulu, and then finally some place down the line it ends up as ABC Movie of the Week. So you have all these different bites of the apple when you're talking about bringing a movie out. But the big one, of course, is what did it do in box office and how many hundreds of millions did it make in the first 2 weeks. If you take away the launch of a title in retail or on the digital store, if you take that away and say we're just going to push it into a subscription service where this game will get a percentage of the $9.99 against the users, against time, against spend, again, I don't think that model works. I think the streaming service is great for catalog content, but that's how PS Now began.
Here it comes. This is, ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing. Listen to what he's about to say here. This is very, very important. Listen to what he has to say, because he speaks about catalog content, right? Listen, man, stop what you're doing, man. If you cooking, turn the fire off real quick. Listen to what the man say here, man.
PS Now began as a way to play PS3 games on your PS4, right? Because we couldn't do
day one.
Yep, I remember.
Throw the disc in and have it work, but we could have a streaming service which made your PS4 into a virtual PS3, and you could go to this catalog online and play all these great PS3 games. That that made complete sense as a service, right? One of the problems, one of the challenges with gaming is that every time we launch a new console, it's like we take that previous generation's content and put it in a box and drop it in the ocean, never to be seen again. Unlike film, where you can always get a copy of The Godfather, or music, you can always get a copy of Beatles' Abbey Road. Doesn't matter. It went from vinyl to 8-track to CD to streaming. But games, it's harder. You'd be hard pressed to find a way to play a PS1 game now. I know there's some emulation services out there, but their breadth of catalog isn't that great. It's a conundrum for the gaming industry. How do we continue to let people access the great content of the past while they're doing the greater or the more technically sophisticated content of the present or the future?
Now, let me stop right there. What is one thing that people were always saying about the convenience of all this stuff with the preservation, right? What do people kept saying when that whole preservation stuff came up, right? What were people saying? Oh, well, I should be able to play all my games in one place. I shouldn't have to go and grab my PS3 and hook it up and play those games. Okay, there's a service for you that does that. It's called PS Now. Preservation. Catalog content. A way for you to be able to keep those older generations with you without bogging down the hardware without bogging down the hardware and all this other stuff. Here's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of these nostalgia people within this community, they don't want to move forward with technology. They don't want those games to move. How you play and consume that content has to change. If you want to play something from PS1, you're not going to put a PS1 disc into a PS5. I remember seeing people say, oh, I should just be able to, if I own the games, I should just be able to put it into my PS5 and it works. Absolutely not. Why? That is not a feasible thing to do with a console that you're trying to make cost effective, but also powerful enough to feel like a next gen console. In the world of streaming, in the world of technology moving forward with cloud infrastructure and cloud architecture and all these different things within technology, having a streaming service, streaming/download, I keep in mind, download, a streaming/download service like PS Now, which allows you to play those games from 30 years ago, 25 years ago, all for a fee every month, and you've got hundreds of games at your fingertips. Again, old games. I'm not talking new games day and date. I do not stand by that in any capacity. I don't care if it's PlayStation or Xbox. I do not stand by that. But if you have, like Sean Layden says, the catalog content, right? The way to, having to do preservation for that many generations, it's not feasible. It is very difficult to do. And PS Now served as a way for people to be able, for PlayStation to be able to do that with ease, right? Add it to the PS Now library, and you got it. It's there. How is that? I don't see an issue there.
And so I see the streaming service as a great catalog service, a great way to keep alive IP and titles which maybe by dint of birth or dint of when you bought your console, you didn't have a chance to see it the first time around.
I'm smiling. You see me, right, I'm excited. So essentially,
the people in the chat know why we smiling.
Yes, because essentially, PS Now is a way to let them know, Persona, talk to them. Preservation of older titles from past generations. Hey, yo, a couple months back, Barry knows, and I'm sure there was the whole thing about the PlayStation Store closing, a PS3 store closing, Vita store, and there was a lot of frustrations about game preservation and saving those. Listen, man, I keep the same energy, man. Yo, my energy always the same, man. Call me the power man. I'm about that energy. My energy always gonna be the same, man. Call me the power man. I'm about that energy. I'm about that energy, man. So listen, PS Now as a game preservation service, perfect. I think it should be that, 100%. I definitely think it should be that. But, shout out to Sean Layden, man, coming through this past Saturday. Listen, man, I'm about to chill for the night. How y'all feeling, man? I hope y'all good, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I was gonna open the chat, but not today. Here, go to N4G, LOL Persona. What you mean? Keep that same energy. You already know. Keep the same energy, man. PS Now is a good preservation service. If people aren't willing to pay for the preservation, why should it be there? If you're not willing to pay for the preservation, go out and buy, spend $60. You know how much Marvel vs. Capcom on PS2 costs? That shit costs $70, man. Go out and buy a Nintendo 64 version of Super Mario, Mario 64. Go out and buy a Smash Bros. Melee, Nintendo 64 copy of Smash Bros. Go out and buy a Pokemon Stadium for Nintendo 64. See how much you're gonna spend. Send the link, Sam, or send the link, Sam. Go out, go find it. Go do it. Go see how much that costs. Matter of fact, let's go to eBay. Let's hit up eBay real quick. People love talking about, these games are physical. eBay.com. They call me eBay because I got eBay. Because that's my eBay. Yo, eBay sound like a internet girl. Like, yo, that's my eBay. Man, you got a girl over the internet, but hey guys, this is my eBay. All right, let's say Mario 64. Whew. All right, that's not bad. $30. Share the screen real quick. Mario 64. $65. $20. 22. 23. 51. All right, Mario 64, not that bad. What's that other one? Zelda Ocarina. You about to pay a grip for this. This is cap, bruh. There ain't no way in hell he's selling Zelda for $20. That's bullshit. $20. $40, $40, $95 for the gold edition, $35, $36. This game is 20 plus years old. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Let's do the PS2 version before the Dreamcast. I think Dreamcast actually might cost more. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, one of my favorite games of all time. $70, PS2. No disc. This is $70 for the box. Are you crazy? The man is saying pay $70 for the goddamn box. You out of your mind. You out of your goddamn mind. Bro, $180 for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is a PS2 game from 15 plus years ago. One of my favorite games of all time. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, $200, $214, $169. Come on, bro, cut the cap. Cut the cap. I gotta cut the cap. Let's see how much the Sega Dreamcast version costs. Sega Dreamcast. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's Sonic Adventure 2 authentic, no color artwork. That shit $800. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast is $220. That's that preservation for you. Go buy it. Go buy it. Go buy it. Bro, $15 for just the disc case. This ain't even the disc. This not even the disc. $150, $180, $90, $160. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Super Smash Bros. Melee. Super Smash Bro. No, not Melee. Smash Bros. 64. Smash Bros. 64. There we go. Oh, this bullshit. This bullshit. These are, some of these are scams. These $23.99. That shit. That's a scam. That's a scam. I'm sorry, bruh. That's a scam. These like $29, $19. These are all scams. Don't buy from this. These sponsored. Them shits are scams. Don't buy that. If you were looking for that, I wouldn't buy this. These are scams. 100%. $73. Crazy. $45. Bro, this game 20 years old, bruh. $40. $45. Are you crazy? $19.99. This is a bid though. This isn't even like the price. This is a bid. So this price can jump up to like $90, $100, $21.50. These are bids. If you want to buy outright, $50. $50 for Super Smash Bros. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? That's that game preservation for you though. Let's see how much is GoldenEye. GoldenEye 64. GoldenEye for the 64. These are scams. Don't believe that. That's bids. Don't believe that. $29.99. Really? Why I would have thought GoldenEye was much more expensive. Well, a lot of these are bids. Game not included. $15 for the box. These people out of their mind, bro. These are just the box. I'm really surprised that this should cost. This is the UK. Oh, this is the US version. I'm really surprised this cost. Well, these are all bids. So like I said, with bids can go up to like $100. Don't trust that bid shit. That $19.50, that's a bid. That's a bid. All of these are bids. Buy now, $30, $25. Nah, bruh. Nah. I want to see how much Pokemon Stadium is. POKE, Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon, no Stadium, 64. Pokemon Stadium for the 64. Huh. I'm surprised. $35. No tray or transfer pack. $25? Huh. $47. That's crazy. Let's see how much a Final Fantasy VII costs. Final Fantasy VII PS1. Final Fantasy VII PS1. Y'all prepared to pay $30? Are y'all prepared to pay $30 for a PS1 game? Tell me now. Tell me now. $50 for the Black Label edition. This is the Black edition with the black the black in the back. $50, $35, $150. Are y'all prepared? Let me know if y'all prepared. Legend of Dragoon PS1. Legend of Dragoon PS1. Y'all want that game preservation, yeah? $40. Are y'all prepared to pay $40, man? $55, $75, $61, $81. Are y'all prepared? $50. These are PS1 games. But you don't want to pay. Man, listen, bro. Y'all not hearing me, man. Absolutely fucking not. Look up Mischief Makers. Oh, let me pop out the chat. Let me pop out the chat real quick so I can see what y'all talking about. You said look up Grania 2 Dreamcast. All right, let me see. GRANDIA 2 Dreamcast. $40. Y'all prepared? Are y'all prepared? $40. $69 for a Dreamcast game, Grania 2. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? $70 for that? Plus $6 shipping? Are you crazy? $65, $72, absolutely. $575, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Get on the 6 said Mischief Maker, IE Maker, Mischief Maker 64. $45. $45. Are y'all prepared to pay? $30, $35. This is one game. $35. Are y'all prepared? $120. Are y'all prepared? $500 for a sealed copy of Mischief Maker. And this is a bid. This is not just outright paying. This is a bid. Absolutely not. Sam Ass said Wild Arms. Let's look up Wild Arms. Wild Arms. PS1. $50. $65. $75. Listen, man. Are y'all prepared? Are y'all prepared? $75 for Wild Arms 1. Absolutely not. $60. $150. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Metal Gear Solid. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 1. PS1. Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. $30. $40. These are bids. This $30, this is a $30 starting price, man, for a bid. There's 10 bids, 2 days left. That's not the purchase price. That's a bid. $25. $32. Y'all gonna pay that for Metal Gear? Oh, a super chat? Hold up. My fault. Let me see. Oh, yo, Cyber Dragon, appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, can some of you in the PlayStation community stop with wanting PlayStation to combine PS Now with PS Plus? Not needed. I mean, if they do like another tier, it's like, all right, but I'm not really clamoring for that either. So, I ain't mad at that. Oh yeah, these games are scratched up. $45, $55. These are for, that's that if you want to play those old games, go buy it. Go buy it. Go buy those old games. Now, if PlayStation were to put these PS1 to PS4 games in PS Now and have that catalog content like how Sean Layden was talking about, I'm on board. That, I'm like, all right, cool. Day and date? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never. But yeah, guys, listen, I'm about to end this show. Listen, man, I really appreciate y'all coming through, man. Round of applause for everyone that came through today. I really appreciate y'all coming through. I really do hope y'all enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate y'all. And I'll probably see y'all Saturday. I might do another show this week. If not, then whoops. Yo, man. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, man. Listen, I'm about to get Fios. Your boy is moving on up, man. We getting that Fios We're moving away from that trash ass Spectrum. Let me not trash Spectrum, man. They alright. But Fios is just the way to go. So I'm very excited about that, man. I'm about to have that gigabit download and gigabit upload. Ooh wee, I can't wait. Now the stream's definitely gonna get crazy. You feel what I'm talking about? This stream's about to be a little crazy. You feel me? So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, man. Listen, y'all have a great night. Be safe, and I'll see y'all later in the week, man. Peace.